We all recognize the painter who loved to paint happy clouds and believes that there are no mistakes, only happy accidents. But what do we really know about this artist? There are a lot of people who don't know about Bob Ross, so there are plenty of surprises for you when it comes to the guy with the sweet pipes and an even funkier hairdo. In the 80s and 90s, Bob painted many PBS stations. Sadly, his untimely death in the 1995 shocked us all, and he was only 52 when it occurred. At that time, he was literally exploding on the pop culture scene. He even appeared on modern MTV Spotback when MTV was rather hip. MTV, the end of Happy Little Trees. Today, we take a closer look into the life of Bob Ross and have gathered the untold truth that is sure to pique your interest. So without further ado, let us begin. Rival of the wet artists. For those who enjoyed watching Bob, to us he appeared to be a genuinely happy guy who loved painting happier trees or rivers and clouds. Like all artists, Bob had a specific way of art and style of his own. His unique method was wet on wet, where the paint is applied on a still wet coat to create the finished piece. Ross actually started painting in Alaska, learning this technique from a famous wet-on-wet painter named Bill Alexander. But by 1991, Ross no longer mentioned Alexander by name. As for Alexander, he stated, "I invented wet-on-wet. I trained him and he is copying me. What bothers me is not just that he betrayed me, but that he thinks he can do it better." Well, we are sure you'll agree with us when we say it's kind of hard to imagine anyone being mad at Bob for too long. Number 2. He was a master sergeant. When you look at Bob, he's definitely the last guy you'd expect to be angry at anyone. But he was not always the cheerful guy you saw painting those brightly colored murals. Ross was born in Daytona Beach, Florida, and he made his home in Orlando. In case you were wondering how a Florida man made it up to freezing Alaska, he did it the honest way by joining the military. Bob said, "I spent half of my life in the military, and I used to come home, take off my little soldier hat, and put on my painter's hat." Bob Ross enlisted in the Air Force at the age of 18 and was stationed in Alaska. Number 3. His legendary furrow. Not only is Bob recognized for his sweet voice and happy clouds, but he is also known for his appearance. By that, we are talking about his hairdo. The unusual furrow has indeed made him legendary. It's a meme in itself, to be honest. Funny enough, his trademark hairstyle is just a perm. We can definitely see that his trendy hairstyle caught the attention of the viewers and how it became the signature look. Number 4. Struggling to pay those bills. Ross achieved fame for his PBS show, where it was not enough to pay his bills. Just in case you've forgotten, PBS stands for Public Broadcasting Service, as in a non-profit station. It only got 15% of its funding from the government, so it was not really suitable when it came to living expenses, to name a few. Number 5. International fame. If you've ever considered the level of fame when it came to Ross, you certainly would not put it in terms of a global scale, would you? Somehow, this happy guy with an angelic voice has gathered a massive following, and it spread globally, specifically Japan. The Japanese television station NHK aired his show twice a day for many years. Of course, they were not able to pull off the calm and soothing voice that Bob had. What do you know about Bob Ross? Go down and comment. Wait, before going down, subscribe. Thanks for watching.